For today's video, we are using some brand new items that you can find out at your Dollar Tree right now. You just gotta look. Sometimes I check out multiple stores, but some brand new items that we can put to really good use. You're gonna love it. Please leave me a big thumbs up and let's go ahead and get on into it. The first item that I'm going to be using are these little faux stack of books. These are really cute and they are in some fun designs. We are going to take advantage of these new fun designs later on in the video, but for this craft, it didn't matter which style that you use because we're going to be covering it up. I'm going to be using white paint as well as territorial beige. It's one of my favorites and I am going to make this little stack of books look like a s'more with the marshmallow in the middle and then the crackers on the top. So I felt like this was the perfect color to go ahead and fill those in. I did a couple of coats just to cover all of the designs, but it seemed to be super easy to go ahead and cover this. I was worried about the little indentions in between the books, but the paint seemed to go really nice in between there, making sure that I did coat all the four sides on the edges as well. I wanted the chocolate to actually stick out to look like it was melted over the marshmallow part, so I decided to go with brown puff paint, but I know a lot of people use like the colored hot glue sticks, and I have used those before in my crafts and I love them, but I already had this on hand. It's easy to use. You can see that I started out very gentle. I was a little bit nervous about how well this was going to look, but it actually turned out really good. I got a little more brave towards the end and really liked how it turned out, so I went back to the beginning and tried to just push the little droplets a little bit further down and loved how this looked. Go ahead and apply some to the edges, but this surprisingly like dried really fast and I just loved the look of it. For the ribbon, I actually just did a Christmas in July video last month, so I had some Christmas ribbon out, and I feel like this was the perfect ribbon to use. It's like that flannel, cozy look, perfect for like a campfire night, so I thought it went well with this little s'mores themed book set, but I just tied a little knot on top. I didn't even have enough ribbon to make a separate bow and add an extra bow on top, but I thought this looked good as is. I used my Cricut to cut out some more please, but you can definitely just pick up some small white stickers if you don't have a cutting machine, but I thought this looked absolutely adorable, something I'll be so excited to pull out this fall, decorate like a little tiered tray or something in my kitchen, maybe a little riser. I did have to touch up a couple little places where the tape stuck to like non-cured paint, but overall it turned out really good, so I think this is adorable. One of the best products I think they have out for fall are these little tags. So many things you can do with them, and they had some fun new designs this year. At $1.25, they just say wall decor, but I wanted to share with you one of my absolute favorite ways to use these little tags. No DIY even required. I am just going to use the weight of a candle to hold this in place. You can tape it down or stick a little bit of hot glue, but this is something I want to be versatile. I'm going to replace it with a Christmas one whenever the season gets a little bit closer, but just stuck the candle right on top, and how cute and decorative is that just hanging from the front of this candlestick. In my recent Dollar Tree haul, I hauled these just plain white foam dice. I know that they have put out like the dice that have the print on the edges that you have to paint, but these are actually plain white. I haven't been able to find them in my stores yet, so I wanted to share with them. I'm actually going to be turning these into some of those adorable little faux marshmallows that you see everywhere. They make like the cutest ones on Etsy, but they can be super pricey, so you actually can make your own. I'm actually taking the stems out of this muted pumpkin. That's what it says on the tag, but Dollar Tree has tons of pumpkins out where you can just take the stems off easily, and these are one of the gorgeous stems they have right now. I just took my scissors, put a little hole so that I could easily press the little stem down into it, and then creating some little bows out of some of the green and white gingham print ribbon, as well as just a little bit of baker's twine. Whenever I am making bows, I like to go ahead and make 2, 3, or 4 of them and just pick out my favorite one. That's just something I like to do. And then I have bows on hand for like the next project, and it just makes it super easy whenever I'm crafting. I'm using a Sharpie for the little face. I didn't even get these perfect. I just free-handed their little eyes, gave them a fun little mouth, and then I'm going to be going in with some pink paint to give them some little rosy cheeks, add some little freckles on there, as well as attaching the bow on top. I always feel like adding the little white dot inside the eyes feels like it brings it to life. I love doing this to like my scarecrow's eyes, as well as like snowmen or Santa or anything that I'm painting in my projects. I feel like it turned out really, really good. I just glued these bows on top and trimmed them down just a little bit. These are easy. You could have painted them orange for like more like pumpkins. I thought white kind of made it like fit more of like the marshmallow theme, but you could still definitely tell they were like fall pumpkins. But I thought they turned out really cute. Once again, would be adorable for like a tiered tray or kitchen area. My Dollar Tree had out these mega placemats. These are huge and just a really fun design on them. They're really porous, have all these holes everywhere, but a really fun, unique shape that you can put to good use for decor purposes. I'm actually going to be flipping mine over so the shiny side is down. I'm putting it with one of these wooden signs out of the Dollar Tree Plus section. They are only $3, but you also could just pick up a $1.25 canvas the same exact size. I just love these signs because whenever you turn them backwards, you instantly have a nice natural wooden frame on there, and I just love it that much. So I decided to trace the outline of this so this pumpkin will fit right down inside. I had to trim it just a little bit. Now you can spray paint over this and use it as a stencil, but I decided that I was going to just paint the actual pumpkin placemat itself and put it back on the wood sign. And then I just went with Mod Podge to attach this to the wooden sign and just brushed over it. I could have attached my bow last, but I just already did it just to see what it was going to look like. But easily just let this dry, and it doesn't take any time at all, just waiting for the spray paint to dry. But a really cute sign that was easy to do but will look so cool setting on my new bookshelves. And this is the craft I was talking about before, using the books and actually using or keeping the design on the edges of these. I wanted to kind of think outside of the box, another way that I could actually use these book stacks without turning them into more books, and that is actually to make a fun riser out of them. So once again, the design on the edges of these is absolutely gorgeous. I just think it's so pretty and screams fall, so I wanted to just put these to good use because I do add so much green and this muted orange color to my decor. So the coloring was perfect. I love the patterns. I did sand on them a tiny bit just to make them look a little bit more distressed. And in some areas they had a little like imperfections, so it covered that over. But I ended up just gluing these three together and then just painting the top with some mineral color chalk paint to cover up all of the words and all of the ripped areas. And this is just going to make the perfect base to just add anything on top, kind of like a riser, but you're getting a couple of inches here that are just really pretty and adding color to it instead of just using like a normal solid wood riser. I ended up having to do 2 coats on this, letting it completely dry, but you can see how gorgeous it looks dressed up with just a simple pumpkin and a string of beads on top, but love this fun pop of the fall colors. Now Dollar Tree has out tons of different patterns and colors when it comes to pumpkins, and you can look for any one, mix and match what you like, but I was not going to let those 2 pumpkins that I stole the stems off of earlier in this video for a different project for the little faux marshmallows. I wasn't going to let these go to waste, so I'm actually going to be pairing them with one of these little sweater pumpkin picks, and how cute is this? I actually even have another one. You could stack it up, get like a larger one and make your own stack, but I am just putting those right on top, and honestly, as simple as this is one of my favorite projects that I've made in this video. Whenever I saw this little orange wheelbarrow, I had to bring it home with me. I can remember the days where we used to use Dollar Tree products to create our own little wagons or wheelbarrows, and we use things like wooden circles and just random things to put these together. So I'm so happy that now we can get inexpensive, nice quality pieces and actually decorate with them. So for this one, this isn't even a real DIY. I just wanted to share with you guys how I decorated my little wheelbarrow, and hopefully you can find one if you want one. But my favorite pumpkin out at Dollar Tree right now are these little like squatty ones, the little short ones. These are in just $1.25, but I thought they looked adorable. They come in orange, white, and green in my store, but there was some missing, so there might have been another color. And then I just filled in the gaps and holes with some of these Dollar Tree floral stems. My favorite flower, fall flower at Dollar Tree, are these mini little sunflower floral picks. They say wheat on the tag, but they have several different things in them. And then I added some greenery just to fill in the extra space. But this is so cute with that pop of orange and then decorating it with the muted tones. Just thought this was the cutest thing. Thank you all so much for checking out today's video. Make sure you are subscribed. This is the funnest season, in my opinion, here on YouTube. So many fall seasonal crafts that everyone's going to be sharing. So make sure that you follow along, because I'm going to have a ton of new content coming your way. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.